是我的视线失去了色彩。
At the beginning, I'm like, oh, I think she's less pinchy. And then 2 lines in, I was like, oh.
Nobody talks like that. There's a lot of Taiwanese
I don't
chicks.
think so.
Taiwanese chicks like to talk like that.
这个时候，我心浪花也要飘落下来。可是我的视线失去了色彩。直到你也一样不善于表白。
She's really pretty.
She is
She's really
gorgeous.
pretty. What I was gonna say, she's really beautiful. Right out of the beginning, I'm like, oh, I think she's less pinchy. And then 2 lines in, I was like, oh.
今天落花也要飘落下，飘落下。
Still.
You know, I think it might be a Japanese thing, eh?
热尘埃。
Great example. 真爱.
Yeah.
So you would hear Britney be like, oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
So it's very different uses, but similar techniques.
I
Yeah.
think her inspiration is not Britney, but
No.
Japanese singers like Ayumi, for example.
Yes, I don't think it's her inspiration, but what I'm saying
Yeah.
before we go there, I'm saying that it's interesting to observe how when you separate out just pure technique, look how different artists, different cultures utilize similar techniques to evoke completely different vibes, emotions.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I think you are right. I think it's more of a cute, like, show me.
could-
But I also believe that this affect is her now. She firmly, like, when she goes to sing, she probably doesn't feel like she's doing anything anymore.
Yeah.
Because we all, you kind of take it
She
on.
probably talks like that. There's a lot of Taiwanese
I don't
chicks.
think so.
Taiwanese chicks like to talk like that.
Well,
They do.
to some degree, do we have?
Hey, I used to date a Taiwanese chick, and I fell in love for that.
Oh.
Because of how cute she sounded.
Oh my gosh, Taiwanese
都喜欢
women
这样
do
子讲
talk
话
like that.，
他们讲话很可爱。
Yeah.
But Mama Rosette is here,
Yeah,
yo!
Gito.
Hey!
That's not-
to bring the
Not
West.
very attractive to Asian people.
Oh,
sorry. Not all Asian people, just like guys like me.
you.
Sorry.
My first love was Asian.
Oh.
And he loved me just the way I am.
Okay, alright.
Except he always wished I had longer hair, so even, you're right. More feminine,
They do like
more
the long
soft.
hair.
我的安稳，至少我们之前曾经交叉过，就像站在烈日骄阳大桥上，眼泪狂奔滴落在我的脸庞。
Did that feel like a bit of a strange display from her?
The guitar solo?
Well,
She didn't have much of an interaction with the guitar.
she was like fake interacting, sort of. But I will
a bit
say,
awkward.
it can be hard to have a sincere interaction with musicians, but that seemed a bit contrived to me.
Yeah.
But it's hard. It's hard.
直到你也一样不善于表白。
Okay, so that little phrase is very similar to how the song began, where I was like, yes, yes. So that is, I'm gonna play that for you guys one more time.
Okay.
That very first line is the most neutral, natural version of her voice we get to hear, and I personally find it quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so check it out.
直到你也一样。
Right? We're hearing her a little bit,
Yeah.
a little bit more speech,
Yeah.
like a
Sounds
lot
good.
more actually.
Yes.
But
不善于表白，
as soon as that hits, and then
小小
now we're in it again.
你的深爱，
Yes.
We're in it again.
编织的光也写的，天内尽头，今夜落花也要飘落下。这里是从此我的生命。
That's neutral. She's actually popping in and out of it. It's not against the singing rules. You can do whatever you want.
热尘埃，寂寞的人，只希望寂寞的安稳。至少我们之前曾经交叉过。
Jamba. There's a little she
Okay.
a few times.
Yeah.
就像站在烈日骄阳的桥上，眼泪狂奔地落在我的脸庞。啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦。
It's one of her better performances, I feel like. Pitch-wise,
Yes.
yeah.
She always feels like she's modeling.
She's pretty.
She is very pretty, but I mean, like, she's always a little bit posed,
Yeah.
kind of. But I think she's kind of an interesting gal for me because it's not unpleasant.
去亲吻上游就会很愉快。
You can tell there's more behind, but she's holding it back on purpose, and it makes us kind of sit on the edge of our seats a bit. Love how unabashedly she drops her jaw. Like we've seen every molar, every tooth she has, and that's awesome. I like already that she's able.
理会别人是看好或看坏，只要你勇敢。
I like already that she's able to physically restrain so that we hear her restraint as a singer. And now this is the very beginning of the song. So she's definitely holding back, but in a way that we feel we want more.
跟我来，爱不用刻意安排，凭感觉去亲吻上游就会很愉快。
Do you know what I mean? Like we can tell there's more behind, but she's holding it back on purpose, and it makes us kind of sit on the edge of our seats a bit.
享受现在，别一开怀就怕受伤害。许多奇迹我们相信才会存在。死了都要爱，生命里停止不痛快，感情过深，只有这样才足够表白。死了都要爱。
This is an example of a mix voice or a belting voice, a thicker voice that is on the lighter side. This is not a thick, belty voice. It's high, and it's definitely not la 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 la. Certainly not her head voice, but she is not like la. Like it's not big and fat. It's a little bit more contained and restrained, but in tune and very nice, and a flavor that many people would appeal to many people.
摸不到微笑不痛快，宇宙毁灭，心还在。
Even that, it's interesting. Even that, when you watch her face, it looks like she would be like full tilt yelling, but the sound is still quite restrained and contained. It's interesting.
死了都要爱。
Okay, great. She's great. She's great. She's great. So this is not the heaviest kind of mix or belt. And this is a great example what she's doing. And she's skilled. I just want to say that. Very skilled vocalist. Bending the pitch up like that. This is a very the technique she's using, the shape of the sound she's using is common in kind of that rock sound where they use all those high tones. I feel like I hear men utilize this kind of mix more often than women, but I can see why this appeals to people. I can see why this feels wild. I also love how unabashedly she drops her jaw. Like we've seen every molar, every tooth she has, and that's awesome. That means she's making space for the sound, and her instrument is working well, and she's unafraid of taking up space with her voice. It's great to see. I wish more singers would watch singers like her and take the cue when we want to make these bigger sounds. You can't do it with your jaw half shut. So, yay. Did you hear this? We hold the note out, then we add the vibrato. This is a wonderful, it's a wonderful thing to add when we add, it creates tension, right? We pull that tension, and then we relieve the tension when we add the vibrato. Yeah, great performer.